Bum, bum, bum. Editing stream settings, blah 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 blah. Let's see, do I have any pictures of Banana Peel Hallway? I do. That's it. This is a good thumbnail. That's a pretty good thumbnail. I'm curious to see what happens. Not that much. It appears that the majority of all this is not in fact set to the move with the player group. Okay. Anyway, it is time to programming. Say hello to player dude. I have all the player dude animations in there. Actually need to make that. Let's see. This. No. Yeah, it's probably just going to be 999. 125. That is when you fall off, when you walk, if you walk off the chair. However, that's going to need another group of its own eventually. Let's give it one right now. 195. Great. Add another move trigger right over here. And 16. Yeah, this is a pretty preliminary version of the level, so a lot of the animations are going to be pretty choppy. Let's see. We're also going to be kind of casually watching Tricipital's stream in the background because Tricipital is doing a charity stream, so we're not going to have any audio from that, but still, support Tricipital by giving him extra viewer, yes. Anyway, looks like there's still no one here, so I could probably just, like, I don't even know, watch some GD Cologne in the background while I wait for someone to show up to the stream. Also reload the stream because it's like way behind. Yeah. Let's see if I move and also deselect and need to put ugly thingity. It looks like, oh, there it is. So it's not more than like 20 or 30 seconds behind. 28. So it's 195. And make it turn off when that. So now when you interact with the window, group 195 turns off, which basically tells it, which is another layer in the massive heckin' finite state machine that this level is turning out to require, which is just great. Because all I ever wanted was to build a massive heckin' finite state machine. Anyway, there is still no one here. Anyways. We are not really doing anything because there is no one here. So until someone shows up, I probably will just not really do anything. Let's see. Just kind of thinking, is there anything? Let's see. For the window, do you just walk off of it onto the chair? I need to double check something. Why is this rotated? Should not be rotated. What I want to check is okay, all right. So yeah, it does have something to detect that. Okay, great. So basically, I wanted to detect whether I'm, if you walk off of the window ledge, I want it to detect whether you are walking back onto the chair or straight all the way down to the ground. So now throw in the code for that. You can also not throw in the code for that. Oh, it looks like Sifven is watching. I do not know what NFS heat is. Let's see, how do I do this? I want to say if touch that, toggle on, yeah, I can move that over, throw in some move triggers. Wondering how fast do I want him to fall? I'm gonna say 0.4 for the short falls, and then 0.7-ish for the long ones. Maybe. Let's see. Or we could always make the number much nicer. And also do that to be. Why not? Let's see. These are being triggered when you fall off of the window ledge, so 128. because that's what this does. And then, since I don't actually know what I'm doing, okay, I know a little bit what I'm doing. So 196 means you're falling back onto the chair, which means it pops up when you are touched chair. And 197 appears when you do not touch chair. I was kind of hoping that Cave Mom would show up. Maybe they still will. For some reason it says 2 viewers. I only see 1 in participants. Oh well. Anyway, that should be it for the chair. Jeez. I just realized I don't have any sort of animation for petting the cat. And that could be a problem. How to make cat petting animation? I mean, cat is fluff, but I mean, I guess I can add that in the more involved version once I figure out how to actually make good animations. So we will, in that case, move on to the cushion. And, once again, I'm not sure what to do. See, the cushion looks like that. I need a sitting down animation. Fortunately, I have a sitting down. I wonder whether it'll fit. It probably won't. It definitely will not. Almost definitely. Yeah, dude is, even sitting down, is a little bit over 2 blocks tall, which is unfortunate, which means I can't have him. No, wait. I could make him lean back a bit more. In which case, maybe we'll take these and we will take them and we will put them into the bookshelf. Please come over here, doodad and extra head and long doodad. We will take away your front-facing smile since you are sitting in bookshelf. And if you are sitting in bookshelf, if you are sitting in bookshelf, then you are not looking at camera. And now we just have to make you lean back a little. Which means I have to actually remember how the glow works here. Oh, hi, Ghost Mode. Honestly, I'm not sure if I can really describe it as a type of minigame per se, but the basic idea is just you're exploring a long hallway that's full of things to interact with. So like literally one button is to move left and right and the other button is to interact with whatever you're standing in front of, and that's it. It's turning out to be surprisingly complex. Mostly because of how many stinking animations this is requiring. A lot of animations and a lot of bits and pieces to the finite state machine. Can I even fit this version of him in the... I'm not sure if I can even fit this version of him inside the bookcase. Ah. You'll have to see. Yeah, you barely fit at all. That looks a little uncomfortable. Especially since his pants are the exact same color as the bookshelf background. Are they? I think they might be. Yeah, so far it looks pretty fun. I definitely think that, I think there's a pretty good chance that I'll have no trouble at all with group limits. So like, I don't see myself maxing out on groups anytime soon. Like I'm currently at like 200 220-ish groups, and I've got like, I'm probably not going to need more than like 500. Let's see, can I have him, is that a reasonable position to read a book in? We'll just say that it is and ask questions about it later. So, yeah. I need you to lean back just a little bit more. And you just barely fits. I'm gonna make this a little darker. I want to make it contrast. I mean, this is a mini game. It's gonna use a lot of groups. But it's not gonna be like 1,000. It's probably gonna be like 300 or 400. Kind of blends in still. Let's take down the I also don't want it to be too close to black, because otherwise, then if I have any like outlines or anything, black outlines, then those are going to blend in. So like the toaster has a black outline on the top. The guy's hair, of course, is black because default outline color, yay. For sitting inside the bookcase and leaning on the cushion, still not entirely sure whether I want the trigger for that to of course you're gonna eventually, if you lie down on the cushion, you're probably gonna eventually want to get out, and I don't really know what I want the trigger for that to be. Like, does he get out when he hits the interact button again and tries to interact with the cushion? If he basically interacts with the cushion again to stand up, to get out of the bookshelf, or I could make it be either that or just like start trying to walk back and forth again. That would probably work. And now yeah, I kind of like my pillar design. I think the pillars and the windows / doors might be the kind of high points of the level so far. The trophy looks okay. It's kind of like, I don't know if grainy is the right word, but it's kind of that same sort of look. I don't really have any sort of consistent art style. It's mostly just trying to make stuff recognizable. The finite state machine for this thing is just bonkers. I cannot stop. I know I've said it already, but there are just so many different states that this thing can be in. It's not even funny. Oh dear. Yeah, sure. We can call it that. Yeah, we can say that that's why the trophy looks a little bit funny. Okay, so that's what that is. And then I need these two glow pieces because those define the hand a little bit. Give the hand a little bit of a shadow. Cody comments on videos. Where do you remember me from? I mean, Geometry Dash is there's a good chance, yeah. But more specifically, I would say it's most likely either the Eye of Game, Padinger, Edmus, or audiovisual. Maybe from Discord somewhere. I use Discord, so that wouldn't be too far-fetched. I mean, if it's not one of the Cockers? What are you talking about, sir? Are we on total bollocks? I don't know what the heck I'm saying. Message retracted. I see. The Funny Dasher, hello, welcome to stream. We are making Banana Peel Hallway, and you're definitely doing a good job. Yeah, definitely. Definitely doing... Surely we are doing a good job. I mean, come on. Gotta be doing a good job here, right? Right? Alright. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Where are you? Lean back a little more. I do not know how I'm going to get the large head version in. I guess I could try making a copy of this one. It is only 50 objects. The lore behind the kid with the orange shirt? That's the character you're playing as. That's it. Honestly, I there isn't really any lore or anything. It's pretty much just you're playing as the dude in the orange shirt. You interact with things. Funny things happen, probably. Yeah, I can't say I'm very good at making lore. I hate to tell you this, random person who has entered the chat, the Funny Dasher Coach B, but, well, first of all, I am not Do Among Us, sorry. But second of all, it is, at least in my time zone, it is already after 6 p.m. So I hope you understand that I must decline your invitation. And let's see, I have to make him lean back a little more, or even for this. head size. Yeah, I'm imagining the absolute hilarity when you pick up the SMW mushroom and I mean, if you are Mario, it makes SMW mushrooms make Mario's body grow, right? And his head doesn't grow that much. But for this guy, it makes his head grow. However, if you get the thing that looks like two SMW mushrooms smashed together, then that signals, oh, they look like legs or arms. So that means make legs and arms grow. Yeah. Because we know how video game things work, right? Okay, we definitely got a bot in here. Let me guess, you are toxic 9-year-old who thinks of nothing but Among Us. Haha, Among Us. Everything is Among Us. And the answer is please stop. I will move you back down because I want to select this whole dude. I didn't say you were a bad person, I just said that you were being, I don't know, a little bit annoying. Frankly, as far as I can tell, you're probably just a little kid who's really a little kid that's really into Among Us, which is sure fine. But please take it somewhere else because this is not an Among Us stream. I am also working on it. Let's see. Where is... It's okay, you can type in lowercase letters. I don't hate small talk that much. I have to remember what the heck kind of groups did I have these things on. Did I even have them on the groups? 6, 92, 92, 92. Probably not. I know what 92 is for. Oh, oh no, here. these. Ah, yes. 92 is for things where he is not looking backward, looking at the window. Oh yes, 40 is an animation. I am going to slightly edit these. There is a fly buzzing around my room. No, I don't want that. You're our preschool. Yeah. Go. Goodbye, chat. You're smelly. I can't remember which is the. Okay, that is 30. So this can be not 3. This can be 198. Acquireth that. Toggle off 3. Toggle on 198. And from 6 different Discord servers today. Anyway, let's see. Go away, Buzzy Fly. I really hope that's nothing more than a Buzzy Fly. Anyway. We are now have something so that, yeah. I'm not killing it, I'm just trying to get it to go away. Looks like it went away, actually. Shoot. I have not killed the fly, do not worry. Oh, hello. There it is again. It looks like it's being chill. We'll let the fly do its thing. One moment while we figure out where the heck 9 is. This stuff. Okay. So it's going to toggle on 3 and toggle off 198. So now, yeah, that ought to do it. So now if you are in the bookshelf and you decide to head off somewhere else, you immediately head off somewhere else and you get out from inside the bookshelf. And it looks like at this point there's nothing I can do except start working on the queue. I don't really want to start working on the queue. Because I want to keep track of what you have picked up, and I want you to be able to put them down. I want you to be able to put them down in order. So yeah, I know I can do it. It's just not going to be so fun. Also going to copy these over and I'm going to do something really dirty right now. Which honestly is probably not a good idea, but it might work. It might. Actually, I need to check. For all of the things that I've toggled off, probably should, I'll do that eventually. But yeah, 198 is going to need to be toggled off at the start. I'll just throw that at, okay. Goodbye, unfunny Dasher. And yeah, the book. So yeah, the book is one of the items that you can actually pick up. Let's see. Along with, let's see, what things can you pick up? The book, the trophy, the yo-yo, but only kind of. Actually, I don't need to put the yo-yo in the queue because the yo-yo is a state. You can't put the yo-yo down. If you pick up the yo-yo, you get tangled in it. And the only way to get, and it doesn't actually affect your movement, it just looks silly. The only way to get untangled is to interact with the cat. That's what interacting with the cat does. Because if you interact with the cat while tangled in the yo-yo, the cat gets tangled in the yo-yo, and you are free! Yay! And, let's see. Book, trophy. I don't think you should be able to pick up the cushion. Conga drum and the mono wheel. I guess yeah, you can put those down, but only if you're not holding anything out. But only if you're not holding anything. Only if the queue is empty. There's two slices of bread, a hat, and a hammer. So yeah, I think that's everything that you can pick up. Yeah, the things that you can carry along with you are, things that you can carry along with you are the mono wheel, the trophy, the book, the yo-yo, the conga drum, the pieces of bread, I guess technically the mushrooms, the hat on the hook, and the hammer. Everything else stays where it is. And looks like there's no one in my chat again. Let's see. First thing to do is to take the yo-yo off of my queue setup. So let's see, which way am I going to do this? First order of business, make sure they all have a group. Mono wheel, from the mono wheel all the way up until I'm going to make a spawn thing to spawn in all of the toggle offs. And I can editor disable it. That means I can have all of those in that group. I did not want you in that group. Please stop trying to put yourself in that group. I wonder what group 54 is. It's probably in here somewhere. Is it? Where is it? Where is group 54? Is that it? I am confused. None of those are 54. What are 53 though? A lot of those are 53. None of those are 53. Are any of you 53? No. Oh. Disregard. 53 and 54 are the characters looking at the camera versus not looking at the camera. Hello, we have message on phone. Give me one moment. I have received text from Dad because I got to hop on a Zoom meeting with him. Because I live by myself right now and have for 2 months now to the day. No, wait, no. Not quite. I technically moved out. Oh, stink. I can't remember whether it was the Saturday or no. It must have been the Sunday, because there was a thing that happened on the Sunday that I was part of. And yeah, I've been. It means I've been living essentially on my own for 2 months and 1 day now. 2 months and 1 day. And yeah, I got to connect with my family over a Zoom meeting earlier today, and I guess my dad just wanted to say, hey, I had a good time talking with you, which is pretty nice. Let's see. I believe that is the stationary one. So, actually, on that note, I should probably. Do these even have a dummy object at their center? They do not. Which means I need to make this into, I need to give them one. Because that one does not actually move. Alright. No, not you. There we go. That. Now we can give $1.99. I'm gonna make it invisible eventually. And then no, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to just select all of this type of object, except I don't actually, because there are some that I don't want to select. But select filter is still a friend. Yay. I am best friends with select filter. 200. Select filter is my bestest friend. Yay. I'm using the same groups for both wheels because eventually they're going to be on top of each other. I guess that also means... Yeah, I'm going to need to make that be 200 instead of 199 because 199 is now being used as a center group, so I do not want it to be used for anything else. And now we can add groups to all the carryable objects, all the portable objects. So, let's see. There's one for the mono wheel, one for the I'm a real book, yes. One for the definitely real book. I'm gonna try to take everything but the trophy up here. I did not quite succeed. However, we can now give the trophy a group. At least we can give that copy of the trophy a group. And let's see, the next thing is the yo-yo. 204. Then the conga drum. 205. And then 2 slices of bread. 206 and 207. The mushrooms, yeah, I'll give them their own groups as well, because they need to disappear at least. $4.15. I'll assume that's something else. Oh yeah, because they only appear when the door is open. Right. The hat is very optimized at only 3 objects. 209, 208, 210, 211. That's all of them. All right, that's the first part of making the queue. It looks like Tricipital's on track to raising at least 1,000 for charity, which is not too bad. But it doesn't look like he's going to be getting his goal of 2,500. Honestly, I think I'm going to be just tuning into Tricipital. I wonder if Tricipital is even talking. I think I hear clicking noises, which means they are broadcasting audio. But there is no audio visual.
What new stuff? Huh? What, Moxie? What? Oh, that's a Mario Kart music accent. I
What?
just read your earlier message from like ages ago.
Huh?
Yep, Tricipital is on.
Wanting to do stuff? Did I? Do what? Get us stuck in the drawer? Huh? In Minecraft?
Let's see.
I don't know, man.
Interesting use of those exclamation points.
Okay.
Anyway, back to banana peeling. I want to make this level as appealing as possible. Ha 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 ha. So, the way I think I am going to make this queue work is if you pick up a pick-upable object, it gets sent to the start of the queue. If something is in the queue, it gets pushed one slot to the back. And I think going to have a bunch of collision block IDs. Ding. One for being at the start of the queue. Thank you, calculator. And one for being in the queue but not at the start. And let's see, there's 6 objects that could be in the queue, so 6 queue slots. let's see. Now that we have our cube tracking markers set up, we will want one block for each of these. And like so. And let's see. Each of these will need their own group. Yeah, they will. They can't just inherit the... I don't think I can just make them inherit the group that I just gave the corresponding object. Can they inherit that group? Probably. Well, if I made this whole thing follow the player, no, I can't. Because some things are going to be on it and some things are not. No, I don't need a new block ID and a new group. 12 to 13 to 14 to 15 to 16 to 17. And hello, Keep Mom. Glad you could make it for a little bit. I am now trying to make a queue for Banana Peel Hallway, and actually this needs a group as well, because I'm going to send stuff to it. If something... Yes, I guess, do you prefer if I call you the memer? Okay, I guess you're, okay. That answers that question. So, I guess the memer just feels, I don't know. I don't know if childish is the right word, but whatever. It's not something that would be, I guess, my kind of taste to go as for a username. Let's see. Anyway, we will need we're gonna need 12 of these. Smaller trees oh yeah, smaller trees in the back because parallax and perspective and yeah, things like that. Yeah, cool. Very nice idea. Just kind of want to make sure that these are not too close together and also not too close to other stuff so that they don't get in the way. Let's see. Build helper that. gotta be something to do with group 81. Group 81 probably just it's probably just a turning off all of. Oh yeah, group 81 is an initialization group. It turns everything off at the beginning of the level. (681, 219, 212, 2). I have a sneaking suspicion that group 220 is open. It is. How nice. Alright, that means that we can do that. And now we can insert 11 more of them. I think this is probably the easy part, unfortunately. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I feel like I guess more I don't know if more common, but more expected sort of thing is for people to be like about the things that names that to create something a username when they were like 8, and then when they're, I don't know, 13, 14, 20, whatever, just either still be stuck with it or decide that it was kind of cringe, not gonna lie, and get rid of it. Let's see. No, the group assignment is a little questionable, but we'll roll with it. I'm also like already questioning whether I actually have to do this. Kind of wish that I don't. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I'm just saying that I feel like the usual, I don't know, stereotype is for people to not really have nostalgia. I have a couple of usernames for things that I created when I was like 8 or something. Actually, my first email account, I don't know actually how old I was when I created my first email account. But that went off of my first email account name was based off of something pretty cringeworthy that I did as a kid. Probably around when I was 8. The first username that I ever created for something, at least I think it was the first, that is not quite as cringeworthy. It was I went as Blawball in Webkinz World. If you have any idea what that even is, I don't know if that's even still around. But it was when I was a little kid, and I guess that would be a tolerable username for me now. I do still have that first email that I created, and ironically, I do actually still use it. And I still think the reason behind the name is super cringe. But I use it to create accounts for a lot of social things, including YouTube. So you could You can probably look it up you can probably find out what it is somewhere. I don't really care that much. But I'm not going to tell the story behind it because if you just look at it, it'll kind of look like gibberish, and that's kind of how I would like it to stay. Order Out of Chaos, I honestly think is like one of the best usernames I've ever come up with for something, which probably isn't saying all that much because I've come up with like 5 total. The reasoning behind the name Order Out of Chaos, I mean, it's actually pretty simple. I want to make things, which means I create order out of chaos, and then making the last letter a Z instead of an S is, I believe it was a nod to Paragon X9 and the Chaos series of music. Chaos Airflow in particular, because Chaos Airflow was one of my favorite songs in GD for a pretty long time. Probably still is. I don't listen. It's not one that I listen to very often, though. There isn't really much of anything that I listen to very often, actually. No, on that note, I should probably put on something. Why not some old school boss fight? Yeah, actually, better make sure the volume isn't too high. Yeah, that's decently quiet. Oh, cool. They have that shot of OBG from the memer. Okay. Honestly, I think it looks cool, but I can't actually tell because the base background color is so dark. I can't really see much. But it looks like it looks cool. I can't quite tell. I think it looks too loud again. Turning it down until I can barely hear it myself. I have my computer volume way down, and I have the volume on Newgrounds way down. But okay. Anyway, so the point of this all is if you interact with the book, then if the book is not in the queue, then those groups will both be active. And I don't think any of these don't need to be group 81. Yeah, I guess that could be bullying, considered bullying. If there was someone that wasn't already your friend. If it was someone that you were at least on good terms with, then I think that would be like, yeah, haha, I'm pretty out of. I don't know how to do push-ups. I'm in second grade. How am I supposed to know how to do push-ups? Let's see. 212 goes to 218. Immediate timeout. Carl. I really like how I can put an object in multiple groups. And it'll only be toggled on when all of those groups are toggled on. So like this one is in 136, 220, and 227. And that means that it'll only be toggled on So yeah, that means I can basically test for... Oh, hey again, hi again, Sifvin. Sifvin showed up near the beginning of the stream for a little bit. But yeah, now this thing is only going to activate when this is on, and this is on, and this is on. So it only comes on when you are next to the book, and the book is not in the front of the queue, and the book is not in any other position in the queue. Oh my gosh. Hello, Walter the Boss. We have another viewer. Yay, cool. Anyway, let's see. What do I want to happen when it is in the first position in the queue? Well, then, oh, right. If it's in the first position in the queue, yeah. Hello, Walter the Boss. I'm attempting to make a minigame. Trying to make a queue right now where you have 6 different objects that are carryable, and I basically want to make some sort of system that makes it so that the level can actually keep track of what you have in your inventory, and if you hit a button that would make you put something down, if you hit a button that would make you put something down, and then it decides what to put down. Whatever is here, it gets put down. Let's see. You can only really interact with the book if... Oh, yeah. You can only put the book... If you picked up the book is following you around. We'll deal with that later. So what I want to happen is I pick up a book, and everything else that I have already picked up slides one position to the right. So 213, 214, 215, 16, and 217. So that means I want one 229, 237, 245, 253, 261, and another with the others. Alright. Oh, wait. One for each of them separately. I kind of want to finish making this queue first because this is taking up a lot of my brain power. Let's see, we're not moving 213 off there. We're moving 213 to the right, 20 blocks. And we need that on 229. We need one on 229. And one on 233. I need one on 237 and one on 241. I'll play your challenge in a little bit. Maybe. 245 and 249. Or alternatively, I might play your challenge off stream. 11th circle, I have no idea what 11th circle would be. If it's another 9 circles level, if it's a 9 circles, if it's a wave challenge, I mean, sure, if you want to. Honestly, I think you should just keep working on whatever level you are making that background for, because that background looked pretty good. Okay. And now I realize that I put these in all the wrong places. And what is 10th circle? Is it a 9 circles level? Alright, that's the book. I guess the area you can only really interact with once. I wonder, should I make it? No, probably not. Let's see. Next thing is to do the trophy. Trophy is on 151. I'm going to briefly change the song that we are listening to because I would like to change it up. Because, yes, okay. Oh wow. I just realized that the song that I was playing is actually quite old. Let's see. Mayonnaise. Yes, it is time for mayo. Still bugs me that I... Fine, then make other level. Sure. 231, 235. Yeah. Not this, but it's still 6. 151. And here we want 212. Let me change up the group of these a little bit. 229. Do that. Yeah, this is kind of ending up. I mean, that's probably a reminder for me that I need to save this as well, because I've been working on it for a while, and I threw a whole bunch of triggers into it. And it's over 30,000 objects, and oh my gosh. Conga. Let's see. Mono wheel I kind of need to actually like. $205 is that. 201 is that. So now that interacting with the Conga or the mono wheel turns off, I will say that, yeah, losing progress really sucks. Losing progress sucks, especially if it's a lot. It's happened to me at least once. Probably more times, but no, at least twice. Once was 2 hours worth of progress, The other I don't remember. It probably wasn't as much. It was an entire level, but it was a stupid challenge that I don't even have uploaded on the servers anymore. So whatever. Yeah, you just pretty much gotta have to rebuild it, which sucks. If it's any consolation, it's usually a good bit easier the second time, or at least it goes by faster. 239? Yeah. I try to save often. Do I actually save often? Probably not as often as I should. I just realized this should be I mean, yeah, your logo / profile pic does look pretty decent, especially for one that took only 5 minutes. Goodness. I might change the song soon. Is all dirty already? Yeah. So I'm going through right now and '11th circle it is then. Let's see. I'm just going through all of these objects and adding them all to making sure they're all added to group 30. This group 30 is the one that follows the camera. And that should probably include a bit of background stuff. Betsy song. I'll assume that that's a good thing. Yeah, this was... What's that? Oh, yes. I remember now. This could take a while. There's a lot of objects. This part right here could be a bit of a pain. Install nails. does look like it's also all not on group 30, which is great. And my hand is hurt us. I feel like I'm going to be playing this song so much that I'm going to stop liking it, which I don't really want to do. I don't want to stop liking it. All of this is not in group 30. Is group 1 invisible? I honestly love how much little fun art things I've made for this level. The only thing that bugs me is that I don't really know how I want it to end. Should I make it auto? Should I make it that you have to like reach a certain... Do I make it like technically not auto but absolutely free? So like that would be something like all you have to do to win is just reach the other side of the hallway. Or do I set some sort of like actual objective? Okay, it's on the layer. I'm going to put this all in 30, so it will now all move. This should not be on group 3, and neither should that. And we don't need it on group 31 or 40 either. So those are probably phantom groups. So now we save and exit. Let's see. I don't even know what song I want to use for this level. Sakes. Team moves to 218 whenever you interact with the second bread, and when the second bread is also not in the queue. That, please. That. It only activates when bread is 2 is added to queue. Alright, almost. And the hat hook. Ah, yes, the hat hook is. That means that if hat is in queue, put hat back on hook. No. Yes. No. Stink. The This could be bad. So why exactly could this be bad? So the explanation is, so far, the thing that I have right now, I don't actually have it keeping track of what position it is in the queue, because that would be a lot more work. I need, basically for each position I'm keeping track of, I need a whole nother stack like this. And another copy of, and I need another copy of something like that. I'm only keeping track of whether it's at the start of the queue or somewhere else in the queue. Because if it's at the start of the queue and I want to put something down, I need to take the thing that's at the start of the queue and nothing else. Nothing, unless there's nothing. However, if I want to put the hat on the hook no matter where it is, then I need everything to the right of the hat to be moved to the left. I need everything that's, to the right of the hat and behind the hat in the queue to be moved up one space, but not the things that are in front of the hat in the queue. I don't like that. And I also want the hat to stay on the player's head, which is not going to be great. I mean, making the hat stay on the player's head is not as hard. I can just make because the physical object, I can make the physical objects, or I can make the graphics, like, move around however I want, and unless I mess something up a lot, that's not what's keeping track of where they are in the queue. But having the guy take off his hat and put it back on the hook, if he interacts with the hook while he has the hat on, could be a problem. That's what it's making me a little nervous right now. So one thing I could potentially do is I could take everything off of the queue until the hat comes off, then put everything back on the queue. Then I'd have to put everything on a second queue in order to do that. Either that or shuffle it. No, I can't shuffle it. It would just like try to all go on at once and the level would break. I guess you can only put the hat back on the hook if it's the first thing in the queue. I don't like that. I just don't like that. Whatever I do, I'm gonna have to take a massive amount of objects to figure it out. I have an idea. I have a plan to make it possible for the guy to take off his hat and put it back on the hook no matter where the hat is in the queue. And it's a bit crazy. Um, basic idea is, well, in order to do it, I would have to I think I would have to reverse the order of everything that comes before the hat. Or I could reverse it twice. I'm really not sure if I can explain how it would work, though. Wait, would that even work? I don't know if that would work. No, I don't think it would stink. No, it would get stuck. I would need space is at the front of the keyboard. I would need spaces beyond the front of the cube. So I will make spaces beyond the front of the cube. So now yeah, that'll do. Why am I even putting the hat in the cube? Yeah, that's a simpler solution. Just don't put the hat in the cube. Oh, right. No. I want him to take his hat off, but either when he's interacting with the hook and has the hat on, or when he's interacting with nothing and has only the hat. I'm thinking right now. I might take the hat out of the queue because if I want to, I don't actually need to check if what position the action that the hat takes doesn't actually count on what position it's in. It only depends on whether they. It only depends on A, is the queue empty? B, are you interacting with the hook? So, goodbye hat. You're smelly. Also means we get rid of all the 216s. Instead, we get rid of them. And that means here, do something else. And what that thing is, I'm gonna have to figure out. So instead of that, go straight to the hammer. And the hammer goes straight into your inventory, so there's no problems with that. And it only goes into your inventory if 263, 267. And that. Thank you. 10 and 178. And just realized that we only want everything to these things push everything down the queue, except for what you just picked up. And I want that to only happen when you're first picking something up. So 263, 267. There it is. So after this, it's 247, 251. $239, 243. $231, 235. $222.27. And that should be it for now, since I don't really have anything set up for when something would be when it's time. I don't have anything set up for signaling when it's time to drop something from the queue. Now, fortunately, we can easily check, is anything else in the queue? I just realized that I can probably just do that. Because for pushing, for pushing, doesn't matter whether it's in the front of the queue or not. 225. I forgot to change the block IDs. $43 and $41. 43 and 41. But yeah, that means I don't actually need extra copies of this. One single extra block will take care of it. Which fortunately I don't actually care where these are when they're not on the queue, just so long as they're not touching any one of these blocks. So shifting them over to the left 2 spaces is actually perfect. I can't do multiple of these at the same time, can I? Rats. We'll be back in a little while. After I get all of these set to the right collision block IDs, which honestly could take a while. I'm not all that fast with this. At least the trigger on exit stuff is still there. And the activate group stuff. Alright, last couple of them. Almost done. now we can actually put together our is anything else in the we can now put together our is anything else in the stat check. I'm actually also going to put a bunch of toggle triggers in, because if you have only the hammer, if you only have the hammer and nothing else, then something rather amusing happens. So, and that is controlled by group 501, which that's not quite what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. I promise you, I'm not quite as confused as I sound. I'm a little confused. I am somewhat confused, though. I know what I want to do, but Geometry Dash isn't always the most friendly place to get it done. Alright, so what I just did with those toggle triggers is basically saying if something other than the hammer gets pushed to the queue, then if something other than the hammer gets pushed to the queue, then toggle off this group. Actually, I could do that with only one trigger. Here we go, back to being confused. So instead of all that, I just realized that if something gets pushed to the queue, one of those is going to get activated. So we can just give this all of the groups under here, except for those, because those are the hammer and yeah. 6, 230, 234, 38. $242, $246. I thought I was making a little minigame where silly things happen. Like, if all you got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And yes, I did remake everything in this whole. I did remake everything in this whole entire minigame, except the player and the hammer, as a nail. There is a nail version of absolutely everything on layer 5, which is perhaps not the most ideal thing to do, because this is kind of that needs to be group 30. Anyway, that's fixed. Yay, thing now has group 30. But yeah, everything looks like a nail when all you have is a hammer. I'm gonna put that there, because that's kind of what it does. I want something to... I am going to increase all of these move times, because there are certain bugs that can happen when move times 0 or 0.01, and I want to avoid those. And now that my brain is completely fried, let's go play the Memer. Let's go play the Memer's Ship Challenge. 10th circle. Let us see. That is an actual level. I know a better way to find this. Let us check friends list. Scrolling for 2 hours later. Oh, look. Find level 2. See. You have too many level. How find 10th circle? Is 10th circle even uploaded? I should probably not have played this. We will not play this then. Yeah, I'm guessing that I know, I was looking for 10th circle. And it looks like well, that wasn't that hard. There you go. I beat your ship challenge. Now you can put it. Yeah, that was actually like kind of lucky. Let's see how intense it takes me to read. More than 2. More than 3. I got pretty lucky. Okay. 5, 6 attempts. That's not that tight. I mean, that's one space of straight fly. ID appears to be 916508442. It is on screen now. Also, Memer398, you can go bite a doorknob now. If that is indeed what you wanted to do. Noise easy challenge. Let's see what about this one? Oh, I see you uploaded the easy version. Oh shoot, I can't even make one of these. I'm guessing the super buff version was more like this. Come on. Well, heck this. Is this even possible on 60 hertz? I think it might not be. Because, like, yeah, I don't think I can do that. Cool, sick, amazing effect. Oh yeah! This was your little face dude. That was your face box dude. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion that you started from a different position. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't quite work. Unless I actually have to go up. No, that doesn't look right either. What happens if I do some shenanigans with practice mode? So if I practice mode it, it might mess up. It might mess up the frame, subframe timing, whatever the jank is involved with that. Also, I might be able to clip into this block. Can I clip into the block? I can probably click too late. Ooh, that one. Ah, dang. I thought that one might be possible. I'm not sure. I mean, any jump that's possible on infinity frames per second is possible on 60, just so long as it aligns perfectly with the frames. If it doesn't align, then it won't work. So, like, if you happen to take this whole thing and move it to the right, left, and to the right, you'd probably eventually find a configuration, assuming that this is a possible jump, and I'm assuming eventually you'd find some configuration that works. Oh, look. I cannot see very well. I am not good at wave. I am very not good at wave. I am rather pathetic at wave. I can believe this one was legit. I could probably do it in the 100 attempts. I could only see what I was doing. I have to stop the stream soon because, I mean, not only because TMC, I probably will not play that because I am not very good at Wave. I don't see any issues on my end, so I mean, it could be that my connection cut out. Maybe your level just is that dark. Also, I'm kind of lagging, so I'll beat that later. TMC. Just realized there's a good chance that that's a... Okay. I see. I just got super lucky there, and I will leave on that high. Yeah. Have a good one, everyone. I guess before I sign off, let's see. Did I do anything with walking on air? I don't think so. I have been working on this thing. It is a tutorial for new players, and if anyone who's like has any experience with Geometry Dash wants to play it, this is it's a tutorial level. It's not all Stereo Madness-esque. I tried, I and another creator called Roya built it because there are some people who are holding a any game one screen troll contest, and there are some entries from Geometry Dash, and the people who are judging it haven't played Geometry Dash before, so we give them a tutorial. Yay! We give them a tutorial level that hopefully goes through all of the different things that can happen. I don't think I've done anything on Vaporizon since you last saw it. Yeah, I definitely haven't. Well. Anyway. Actually, hang on, I can probably find one of the troll levels in Geometry Dash that was submitted. Jump to submission. No, jump to this submission. 9093 0989. And yeah, this is a. I'm hoping that some like actual Geometry Dash players can try this level out, because I don't know if any have. I tried it out. It looks good. It's a decent troll level. Uses 2 players. Actually, I'm not going to spoil any of the trolls because it's honestly kind of fun to basically fall down the stairway of banana peels and die in all kinds of hilarious ways. If you do want to play that level, the ID is in chat. 9093099, and just one thing that I should probably, one reminder about it is that you can't move left, you can only move right. So with that knowledge, go forth and get wrecked. I think I'll probably leave Banana Peel Hallway open. See, the next thing to do. Yeah, next thing to do is probably figure out, let's see. I mean, just keep chunking through all of these. The yo-yo is a pretty simple one, so that's going to be all right. I just realized that toaster, you can put the bread in. If you put the bread in, the bread pops up comically high. The stool, you get on the stool. Bookshelf, you get on the bookshelf. And that's the only way to get to the trophy. Anyway, I think that'll be it for tonight. Have a good one and stay safe, everyone.